Did you get that?
No, it's just my dad. I'll call him back.
It's Darcy. He's dead.
Are you angry with me?
Yeah, I am. My father was dying, and I was listening to you tell me about your new girlfriend.
It doesn't hit me. Dad, does it hit you? Darcy was seeing an estate lawyer.
Hello, Will. Yes, how do I put this diplomatically? Darcy may have had another child.
Marjorie?
Oh, Jerry, I'm so sorry, Jerry.
It seems as though we have got a brother. I thought you knew.
I'm keeping this here, and then if I want to burn it in the morning, I will. Why did he do this to us? Breathe. Stay centered. The universe has changed. Accept it.
Nina!
You have a new brother. Your mother needs you.
Oh, Sheree. Are you all right?
Yeah, well, yes.
Why? Oh, I just heard about Leo. I can't believe it. Is it true?
Are we talking about that phone call?
I'm responsible for Darcy's death. Indirectly.
You must have been thinking about it for a while, I guess.
Not the phone call. What?
I'm quitting sugar.
Idiot.
I'm changing my sex. Oh.
Or maybe you haven't heard? Oh, God, maybe I wasn't meant to say anything.
No, you were. It's fine. You're talking about him
Leaving St. Francis?
Yes. Oh, yep.
You didn't know, did you?
Leo's leaving. Leaving for good. Leo resigned? Why? He wouldn't resign over a silly argument. Would he?
Nina, you needed. Birthing suite.
What, is it important?
Oh, kind of. Lady's having a baby. Right?
Well, they told us to come back in the morning, but I told Simon. I just think that it's happening.
Okay, that's okay. It's good to be sure.
Pop up here and I'll have a check.
Ah, Dr. Proudman, you know Dr. Angus Freeman, Director of Clinical Education? We're just hoping this gaggle of medical students could observe your consultation for a few minutes.
Ah, well, no.
Snap quiz.
Go.
The waters are broken. How long would you recommend a patient waits before we commence an inducement?
Well, I like to start.
See?
And 24 hours.
Correct again. Very fine work.
Thank you, Angus.
Ooh.
Sorry, I'm just about to check dilation, which is a bit private.
Oh, yes, of course. Thank you, Mum. Good luck with birth. You're going to do great.
He's a bit of a catch. Pardon? Oh, that teaching doctor.
It's a shame Nina and Will are sort of related. Maybe that was the vibe I was picking up on.
What, the I'm your secret brother vibe?
Maybe it's a gay vibe.
You've always wanted a gay brother. Dad's watch?
Oh, that's in the will. Can I hold it? Nina's gonna have it.
You're still not feeling anything?
Not a single emotion. I'm the one who's most in touch with her emotions. Who's gonna have the guitar?
I was thinking Ray could have it. Billy, can I tell you something?
Yeah, of course.
That you cannot tell Zara or Mum.
Okay. Well, depends. Okay.
You know banks? Well, the bank.
Yes.
So last year I missed a few repayments and the bank got on my case. And so Dad thought it might just be better if he lent me the money so I could pay off the loan in full. And a pretty big tax debt that I had. And then the plan was, once business picked up, that I could just pay him back in increments without any interest. Only now that he's dead, where does that put me in terms of his estate?
That's what the J was on the will. Jimmy loan. How much did Dad lend you?
Most of it, I think.
You should just stick with whatever you organise with Dad.
Really?
No one's going to care. But not telling Zara is a really bad idea.
No, she has got enough to worry about. I really, really want to shield her from unnecessary stress.
Actually, maybe we should go see Will about this.
What? Why?
He's a lawyer. We should tell him so that it's all above board.
I could just send him an email.
You could just send him an email.
Yeah.
No, I want to go see him. Nina, can I ask you something? Yes. It's kind of private. Oh, okay. I really like what I'm studying. I find it really fascinating, and I really, really like Dr. Freeman. Yeah, Angus. He's got this reputation in the hospital amongst the nurses and the doctors and the cleaners and, I mean, even the parking people. Everyone, really, for being a massive flirt. But he doesn't flirt with you. And I was just wondering, how do you do it?
Do what exactly?
How do you turn it off? How do you turn your sex off at work?
I wasn't aware I was turning my sex off or on.
Really?
No, I think it's probably just you. You're a very attractive, sexy person.
Thank you. Hey, guys, does Angus flirt with you?
Yeah.
It's very funny.
See?
If it moves, he'll flirt with it. Maybe if it doesn't move. I've seen him sex a Kit Kat out of that vending machine without even paying a thing.
Are we talking about Dr. Freeman?
Yeah, does he flirt with you?
Every time I see him, I like it.
It's intoxicating.
Except for Nina.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah, Nina has the ability to just turn her sex off.
Oh, sorry, that is not... That's true. I don't even think he knows your name.
Yeah, of course he knows my name. Doesn't he?
No. How do you do it?
Oh, this is just... I've never really been interested in men like that anyway, so...
No, that's not it. No, you hide your sex. Like a spur. Like a poisonous spur.
My sex is not a poisonous spur.
No, it's like a switch.
Taxi light. Available, not available.
Or a peacock tail.
I don't know, have a taxi light or a peacock tail. Maybe I have just never understood why anyone would sleep with someone that's been everywhere.
Oh, sorry. What is it you don't get? He's tried everything. He's good at it. He knows it. Why wouldn't you try it? You should try it.
Hello, people. How are we?
Good.
Oh, Kim, this is urgent. I need to see that smile. Boom, there we go. The loveliest smile in the entire hospital system. You think so, Sheree?
Yes.
Oh, Elvis, I got you that book we were talking about.
Oh, you should have.
So, you enjoy it.
All pray.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
I'm Angus.
Yeah, with...
Oh, they're all ready for you, whenever you are. You just take your time.
Cheers.
Nina, sorry.
Hello, Leo. Lovely Leo.
Can I have a word?
Yes, of course, sure. Brace yourself. What is it?
Your mum's in your office with Clegg.
Oh, Mum? Shit.
Yes, I suppose you never really know how it's going to manifest itself, do you? Grief. But I think what I'm trying to say is, you're not alone. We're all sharing the grief in our own way.
Thank you, Martin. I'm fine to wait alone.
Ah, here we are. There you are. And there you are. It's you.
What happened? Is everything all right?
I've done the sums, Nina. She would have fallen pregnant right about the time we lost touch.
Marjorie, I need to talk to her. I think a little period of cooling off could really help.
I try to work. I try to garden. I can't even cook or drink wine without thinking about her and him and them together. If Darcy knew about Marjorie being pregnant back then, and he didn't tell me, even if he knew a year ago, I could never forgive him. I would never forgive him.
In all fairness, Mum, Dad didn't know he was going to die.
The annoying thing... No, annoying's too weak. The infuriating thing is, if he did keep it a secret all these years, I can't confront him. I can't slap him or yell at him.
I remember that feeling. Being angry at the person you've lost because they're okay now, and you're not.
I'm going to go and see her. I'm just going to go around there and just demand she tell me everything.
Okay. Okay. Or we can invite her to your place, and I can be there too. Just to facilitate and mediate. And make sure you don't kill her.
You're right. You be the mediator. But I still have a list of things I want answered. No, literally. A list.
Okay.
We should all go out to dinner this week. Wednesday?
Yeah, that'd be great.
I'll pencil us in. Dinner with siblings. Love it. So, what's up?
We're actually here in an official capacity will. Now, Jimmy would like to fill you in on a significant detail regarding Darcy's estate, which may have been overlooked. But before he does, I would like to reiterate or iterate that we are a very close family and that money cannot destroy us.
Yeah, great. Okay.
Jimmy, proceed.
Okay. Yeah. Right. So, I run a taqueria, which is a Mexican restaurant.
Oh, I've been there. Jimmy's Taco.
Really?
It's great.
Thanks. Tell your friends. Anyway, so a little while ago, Dad and I thought it might be a good idea just to get the bank out of the picture and pay off the loan.
Gotcha. How much did he gift you?
Well, it was a loan, actually.
Is there a contract or an agreed payment plan?
No, it was just Dad helping me out, but...
It's a gift. I suggest you just leave it alone.
Yeah, no, I really want to be above board about it because it's going to affect the inheritance, for Ray and these guys.
Right, okay, well, you could get a bank loan to pay the estate back.
No, they were so happy to see me go. There is no way they'd take me back.
You sure?
Yeah. We're not making profit. We haven't for a while.
Not making profit. That's not good. Right, well, we should set up a meeting with all the siblings and a lawyer present just to keep everyone in the loop.
I agree, good idea.
Right.
There's just one thing I really don't want Zara to know about the loan.
It's never a great idea to keep these things a secret.
That's what I said.
But up to you. Right.
Now that the official part's over, Will, I wondered if I could ask you, do you have a partner?
No, not at the moment.
If you did, would that person be of a different or the same sex? So I like to think of myself as having an excellent gator. I just can't get a reading on you one way or the other.
Welcome to the family.
Oh, I'm sorry to turn up in such a flat. I know you're busy.
No, not at all. I want you to turn up in any state. And I'll bring Marjorie today. We'll see if we can make it.
I'm free tonight. Let's get this done. Right, okay. Right, Mum. Thank you. Bye.
Leo,
Oh, hi, Nina. Sorry, I'm actually in a bit of a rush.
I just want to ask
You
a
wait
word.
till tomorrow?
Well, no, actually, I just want to ask. Are you leaving St. Francis?
Hey, Leo.
Hey. Claire? Have you met? No, you haven't. Nina. This is Nina.
Oh, hi. I'm so glad to finally meet you. You too. He blushes when he talks about you.
Oh, shut up. I just...
He does too when he talks about you. You do awkward so well.
Wow. Years of practice.
Your face goes twitchy.
It's all for your enjoyment. Well, let's get out of here before I embarrass you further.
It was great to meet you. Oh, you too. Okay, let's go. Don't look back. Bugger.
That's all good to be. Wait, 1, 2, 3, go. Okay. Who can eat the most? Karen, me.
Me.
Oh, you having a bit?
Hi, darling. You eating all your dinner? Yes, you put it in your mouth.
Nina. Nina, when's she arriving?
In about 20 minutes.
What? Oh, well, Jimmy, here. Just give her some wine when she gets here. Nina, come in here with me.
Please. Is Will coming?
I don't think so. Why?
We went to see him today, but that's a state.
You what?
Excuse me. What's happened to dinner? 2 more mouthfuls?
I'm eating this. Elvis? Elvis? What are you doing? Elvis?
Did I have my sex on?
Seriously? Can you people please leave me alone? Who can have her sex off? That's disgusting. Hello, hi-ho.
Oh, there you are. Hello.
Good. Right, well, I might read the kids' bedtime story.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Come on, leave it, come on.
One more block.
One more. Come on.
Jimmy's daycare.
We all chip in. Takes a village.
Only took one for Will.
Yes, you can tell.
Like a wine or a tea?
No, I'm okay.
I'll have one.
How about we take a seat?
So,
Well, you're probably wondering why we wanted to get together like this, in such an informal way.
well, I guess you wanted to apologise for it.
Apologise? Oh, you have some nerve. You turn up to my husband's funeral,
Mum.
rub my nose in it, and you expect me to apologise to you.
Mum, we want to apologise, don't we?
I regret the hair.
I accept.
Right, that's great. So, Marjorie, the other reason that we wanted to see you is because, look, actually, we just want to get to the bottom of a few, if it's not too intrusive, a few niggling questions.
About what?
Well, you see, although Darcy had somewhat of a checkered history when it came to romance, the revelation that we have another sibling was a bit of a sideswipe.
No, really. I'd have thought that surprise siblings would be popping up everywhere.
Now, just a minute.
No, well, actually, not that we know of. So,
Well, I'm not going to answer any more questions until my lawyer gets here.
You're what?
I didn't realise you'd be here.
what, next two of us?
What's this about?
Oh, my mum just wants to clear the air with your mum over a few things.
Oh, good luck.
Well, it won't be too painful, I hope.
I saw your brother and sister today.
Ah, yes, Jimmy mentioned.
A bit of a serious problem with Darcy's estate.
Really?
Yeah, I will. Oh, speak of just doing bedtime stories. See you in a sec.
Oh, sorry. You go ahead. Hi, Billy. Are you at Mum's? I'm around the corner. Yes, but... Is Will there? My sixth sense is going off. Look, I can't call you later. We're just trying to have a little chat.
Interrogation.
No, not an interrogation.
Is that Marjorie? I should be there. I'll come around on the guide to collect
No,
Zoe.
it's too crowded here, Billy. Marjorie, no, it's not an interrogation. It's just... Will, would you like a drink?
I'm okay.
Good. Well, let's all just sit down. Okay. I think that we all just want to get to a point where there's no weirdness between us and we can get on and get to know each other.
Great idea.
So what do you want to know about?
Okay. Well, Marjorie, would it be okay if you could give us an indication of how serious it was with Darcy?
What do you mean by that?
How much time did you spend together?
Well, that's a bit personal.
If you think that's personal, wait for the next one. I know. We're asking a very difficult question of you, and we really appreciate your help. And we'll leave that one for later. Would you remember, perhaps, the location of your encounter?
I beg your pardon?
What were you both wearing?
Well, I can't actually remember what we were wearing. What has that got to do with anything?
Okay. Was anyone else there?
Oh, my God.
See, I don't know if we really should do this.
Nina, I can't ask that question. Nina, ask that question.
Did you... Oh, God. Did you achieve a sexually pleasurable event?
What?
Jerry, you...
Well, I think this meeting is over.
How many times did you have sex with my husband?
You don't have to answer that,
When
Mum.
did he know that you were
Oh,
present?
this is outrageous. I'm being cross-examined about an event that was frankly quite forgettable. I thought that we were being invited here because you wanted to be friends.
You were. We do.
Come on, Will, we're out of here.
I should have been here.
Okay, I'm sorry I didn't tell you.
Tell me.
But I'm leaving.
Right. So you are leaving. For good?
Yes. Leaving Melbourne.
When were you going to tell me? I had to find out from Cherie, like an office rumour.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you had to find out like that.
Is it because of the phone call with Dad?
What? No. Of course not. No. No, it's something I've been thinking about for a long time. And it's because I can't be around you, Nina.
Why?
Why? Because... Why? Seriously? Because... I can't be around you. It's not fair. It's not helping me move on. It's holding things back with Claire.
I didn't know that you were feeling that way. I thought we were good.
Good?
Yeah, I thought we'd found a good place. And a good balance.
I'm sure it was good for you. I'm sure it was very convenient for you.
What does that mean?
Well, what are we? Friends?
Yes.
Close friends.
I thought so.
Okay, so you get the handy part of having a partner. Someone to confide in, the closeness, someone to pick up milk when you've run out, have a wine with, look after Zoe, although there was never a consideration that I might become a father to Zoe. But then I go home. It's like having a partner without the romance or the sex.
That is totally unfair. We broke up. It was mutual, by the way, and now we're friends.
It's never mutual.
Sorry?
A breakup is never mutual.
You agreed with me.
You're right. You're absolutely right. I mean, I wish you weren't, but...
You felt it. It just hasn't been in that way for a while.
That is such incredible crap. I'm sorry, Nina, I never said you're absolutely right. You've twisted it all. I can't believe this.
You felt it, though, haven't you? It just hasn't been in that way for a while.
It wasn't mutual, Nina. It was amicable. We've been ridiculously amicable ever since. We've been so nice to each other. You could be excused for thinking we had frontal lobotomies. But you still broke my heart.
You didn't say that at the time.
I assumed that was obvious.
Sorry.
See, this is why I can't be around you. I thought you were happy when we were together. Oh, I can't believe I'm going here again. I thought you were happy. But I don't think you can be happy, Nina. Not in the real world.
Oh, that's not true. I love the real world. I was happy with you. You were real.
Not happy enough, obviously.
I was happy with Patrick.
Were you, though? Or are you happy with him now that you can control the fantasy?
Excuse me?
Maybe Patrick died before reality could catch up and pollute it all for you. So now, you can never find him boring or get annoyed. He can never be dull or say the wrong thing. He lives on in your fantasy world as some sort of fucking unassailable deity, and no one can ever match him. He's lucky he died.
I have to go to a lawyer thing.
Nina.
So, where did you go to school after that?
Just the local public.
And did you have a favourite teacher?
You got me here earlier on purpose, didn't you?
No. Yes? I just want to get to know you.
Your family really does the interrogation thing.
Well, you're probably dying to know all about me, too.
Well, of course I am.
Hi. Sorry. I just had a thing. How are you? Am I late? No, you're fine. Well, I'm terribly sorry about last night. It all just went completely wrong.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Hi, sorry, Pucking. Well, everybody, take a seat.
Oh, I don't know, darling. Insects just do that. They just flit about. They just flit about all day with each other.
Hello? Hello?
After Noonangate, when it all came out about Nina not being Darcy's daughter, Darcy and I had a tell-all sort of amnesty. He mentioned many dalliances, but he never mentioned you. My greatest fear is that he knew all along that he had another son, and he never told me.
Darcy and I had one stupid moment together in a laundry, on a washing machine.
Whose laundry?
Mine.
With the sunflower tiles?
That's right.
What sort of washing machine?
A Simpson. Anyway, you and Darcy were fighting or on a break or something at the time, and then suddenly I was pregnant. And to my surprise, I wanted to keep it. But by then, you and Darcy were back together, and I didn't want to throw a grenade between you. So I just left. He didn't know, Geraldine. He didn't know.
As I understand it, a few months before Darcy passed away, he lent some of his money to Jimmy. Jimmy assures me there was a gentleman's agreement between them to pay it back.
Absolutely, yeah.
How much was it?
Most of it, yeah.
It was a significant amount.
It was that all closed down. I should have told you, I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry about it. It's what Sam wanted.
Yeah, well, I mean,
No, they could have the business place.
We should probably just... It's okay, great.
Wait, can I just add before we go any further that I would hugely appreciate it if we could keep this from Zara.
Why?
Yeah, that's a
I just
separate
don't want her
issue.
stressing any more than she already is.
I think that's a terrible idea. That's what I said.
Okay,
Look,
can we just...
look, she's got so much on her plate and I'm trying to be a provider.
Can we get back on topic?
But what if she finds out from someone else? Exactly.
That's why I'm saying don't tell her. I do not want her worrying about this, okay?
Guys? The majority of Darcy's estate, your inheritance, is invested in Jimmy's taqueria.
Is that what this is all about?
Yes. Yes, essentially.
So what's the problem?
Well, we just want to be open so there's no blow-up in the future. The business is being propped up by this money, but it's not in profit.
It will be, though.
Well, it's good to be positive, but there are several other taquerias in the area. Tripetacos, Jalapeno, Amigos, Zambiro, Hombres.
Does anyone have a problem with this?
no.
Do you, Nina?
No, of course not.
You might never see this money again.
I think we're fine. That's where Darcy wanted the money to go, so I think we should just leave it.
Okay, if we could just think about Ray for a moment. Cherie, you're a midwife and a single mother. An inheritance like this would improve Ray's prospects dramatically, whether that be study, investment, property, stability. You should think about that as a single mother, which is what you are now.
Yeah, we're fine. Just leave it.
No, I can't risk it.
What?
I can't risk your money. And especially not Ray's. I'm starting to think... No, actually, I'm sure I should sell the business while it's still worth something.
Okay, we just need to time it just right. And here she is.
Oh, thank goodness. Hi, Nina. Hi. How's it going?
I can see the head.
The what?
No, that's good. That's the part we want to see.
All right, you're doing great. You don't need me. Just keep breathing for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Wait for the next wave.
Yep.
Get ready to be a mum.
Get ready to meet your baby.
Okay, let me have a look. Okay, now I want you to give me one more big push. Nice and deep and low. Push.
Really good.
Keep pushing.
That's it. Good. Great, Tanya. Yes.
Oh, she's beautiful.
I'm going to miss this with you.
Hey,
Hey. Nina, I'm so sorry for what I said about Patrick.
we probably shouldn't have gone there.
No,
He's not a fantasy.
I know.
He was real, and he died when I was still in love with him. I can't change that.
I know.
So this is it.
Ah, there you are. We were going to get you piss face drunk at 8 o'clock at the pub.
Wild horses.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yep. Mm-hmm. Yep, see you there. You can come too if you want, Nins.
Thanks. Leo, there's just something I want to say.
Nina.
Nina, yes, that's me.
Yes, I know, yeah. Just wanted to apologise for barging in on your consultation.
Oh, no, that's all right. You didn't barge.
Great. Maybe we could sit in on your next session?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I've got one tomorrow.
Marvellous. Done. Hope I'm not interrupting.
No. Go for it. I've got to go anyway.
Do I remind you of someone?
No.
See, most people remind me of someone. Like Leo. You remind me of a children's football coach. You don't remind me of anyone.
Really?
It's interesting.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
No worries.
What was that?
Here they are.
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Jimmy.
Hi, Libby. How are you?
Got your drinks already? Beer, red, rosé. Yeah. It's a family. It's our family. And keeping the peace.
Blending.
To new beginnings.
I'm sorry it all ended that way, Jimmy. I really did like your restaurant. Have you thought about what you're going to do now?
Can we not talk about this?
Sure.
I have some questions.
Well, actually, what about you tell me about my dad?
You want to know about Darcy?
Yeah. I only met him the once, and that went weird very quickly. So,
Oh,
well, who was he most like out of you two?
okay. Well, he wasn't really like anyone. Our family's a bit like a tinderbox. In case you haven't noticed, we're like this loving, loyal, inclusive tinderbox. But if you catch us on a windy day, this little eruptions can go off. These little spot fires can ignite. And Dad, Darcy, he's like the helicopter that dumps water on the flames. You know, like the cool change that, you know, gives everyone relief and perspective. I mean, he was by no means perfect, but he's the reason we never killed each other.
Basically, we're all pretty fucked without him.
I'm going to order some food.
Mate, you have another option.
What?
If you don't want to sell your restaurant,
What's that?
I could invest.
Yeah.
Enough to pay off the debt, see us through to profit, if you want. These are my terms.
70% equity.
That might look more like a takeover bid, but I definitely still want you involved. I've been thinking about the potential of a place like that. If we expand the menu, maybe lose the organic, grass-fed stuff, add side orders, mate, I can see us expanding into food courts, right? Airports.
I'm just going to stop you there and politely decline your offer.
What? You got me all wrong, mate. I'm not into expansion and margins and hot chips with chicken sauce. The tuckery is not about taking over the world. It's simpler. It's about people and food. Okay, we meet people, we talk to people, and we feed them.
You're that guy.
What guy?
Big mistake. I'd rather lose everything.
Everything okay?
Totally. Cheers.
Leo! I just wanted to grab you before you left.
What is it?
Today wasn't enough of a goodbye. I don't want it to just end like that without...
What?
Well, I guess without me saying sorry.
Sorry?
Yes. Sorry. Because you're right. Maybe I did hold myself back with you. Maybe I did protect a part of myself, a significant part from you, and it's not fair. I want you to know that sometimes it was all about you, just you and me and Zoe. I hope you don't see us as a failure.
Well,
Well, I mean, it just didn't work.
it's the definition of failure.
Well, I don't think so. I wouldn't change a thing. That was a chunk of our lives that was great and lovely and honest. And then
It ended.
it was great, that chunk. Wasn't it?
I just want you to find happiness, Nina. In the real world. Bye, Nina.
Bye, Leo.
sleep?
Yeah.
So was it a friendly goodbye?
Eventually, I said some things we shouldn't have. Now you miss him?
Billy, I feel devastated. Like, we're with each other during moments of such pure joy. When we deliver a baby, it's the only time that I'm not trying to predict the future or obsessing about the past. We're just in the now, welcoming new life.
You're lucky.
Yeah, we are. I live in a very real world of births and deaths. They're not fantasies.
No, they're not.
They're real. Billy, I was happy with Patrick. Wasn't I?
What? Yeah. As happy as you can be. No, thanks.
No.
Does she mean as happy as you can be? Or as happy as you can be?
Nina hasn't really been lucky in love.
It's been a while, let's face it. How long exactly? 6 months? 7 months of nothing. Maybe it's time you got out there again.
Maybe. It's time.
What about Angus? Never in a billion trillion years would I with Angus. Hi, Angus.
Hey, Cherie. Is Offspring's new doctor
Would you like me to ask him out?
just what Nina needs?
I want to kiss you, and I think you want me to. The question is, will you let me?
The addictive new season of Offspring, following MasterChef, next Wednesday on 10.